friends or co-pilots with it because in the airline you don't want to expose yourself there. The only time that it ever happened was a reporter for the Houston Chronicle called me up and asked for an interview, and I said, okay, just so long as you don't use my name. And so he said, no, I won't use it. So I gave the whole story, and sure enough, the next day the lead article is John Lear, captain for American Transair, says, UFOs are real. Of course, it was about two days later I got fired on the spot. And it's interesting, that guy is moved to Las Vegas. He's been working for the Review Journal here for about 2 or 3 years.
Right, okay. And well, this sort of moves on then. I want to get into the Bob Lazar story as well, John. But before we do that, let's move on to Area 51. And how did you get involved in researching Area 51 as well?
Well, having grown up in Van Nuys, California, those pilots, the Blackbird pilots, always came to the same bar, which was the Skytrails restaurant. It was very famous, and all the pilots went around there. And we would talk about stuff. Of course, they didn't talk about details, but we did know that also on Friday afternoons we'd see the 3 constellations of the Longaraki Corporation coming inland, and on Monday morning we'd see them take off. And what they were doing was taking all the employees to Groom Lake. So later I moved to Las Vegas, and always wondered where Groom Lake was. And I finally ran into a pilot that said, I know where that is, and showed it to me on a map. And then later I met a guy. I was soaring over in the Pahrump Valley, and this guy is talking about test sites.
Right.
And he mentioned Area 51. He said, I don't work up at Area 51, and I never heard that term before. So then I started researching it, and I found, that was Groom Lake, Area 51. And so then I located it on a map and then started researching it from then. And I was the first guy to come out and say, this is where the Blackbird and the stealth fighters are flying out of.
Okay, so Groom Lake and Area 51 is the same place, but is that where S4 is as well? Because it is another secret military base.
Right, it's 15 miles southwest of Groom Lake.
Okay, and I mean, is Area 51 still there in your opinion?
Oh, it is. I mean, all you have to do is go down to the terminal at Las Vegas where they fly. There's 6 red and white 737s that take the employees up there, and they go almost 24 hours a day. A few years ago, there was a bogus story put out by one of the popular science magazines that said Area 51's moved and we know where it is. Well, of course, that was BS. And he wrote in his story that he followed the road down to a gate that looked like it hadn't been opened in years and years. And on the basis of that, he concluded that Area 51 was closed. Well, he wasn't within 25 miles of the entrance, the real entrance of Area 51 when you're driving on the ground. So, no, it's open. It does a lot of work, but there's many other air access